But with this update, Tradify watches the market and tells you when your strategy becomes valid. Most scanners work in a very simple way. You add filters, you get a result, and then you refresh. But the market is not static, right? Conditions change every minute, so you end up watching charts instead of letting your setup work. Now, in Tradify, we are going to flip this approach using this new section, and instead of scanning stocks, we are now going to define our setup first. Let me show you how it actually works. First of all, understand what I'm trying to create a setup here, what kind of setup I'll try to create here. For a buy setup, I need the first candle to be green, wait for a red candle to form, and the time till the red candle is formed, we'll mark the high by then, and whenever the high crosses, we'll trigger it as our buy setup, and vice versa for sell. Okay, suppose this here will get triggered here, and if you see here, this is the first red candle and the high is here, it will get triggered here. So this is our logic behind making the new setup. Now the important thing here to understand is, you don't need to be technical at all. You don't need to know coding, you don't need to write formulas, you don't need to think like a developer. Once you define your setup in simple language, that's it. Tradify takes care of converting your idea into actual market logic in the background. So your focus stays on the trading logic, not on tools, syntax, or technical complexity. Now, let me just describe my setup here. So now here I have written the strategy in simple English that I told you a few seconds back. Now let's generate it. The Tradify's AI will now take this explanation and convert into actual trading logic. And this is not a fixed scanner template. The logic is built specifically for your setup. You can basically now create whatever scanner you like based on your setup. Okay, so my setup is ready and you can see the time frame, the logic here. It's currently on 5-minute time frame. That's what I need. And let's check if it's working or not. Now this is today's today's Nifty chart. If you see, it triggered the buy where we wanted. It's good. And here also on this candle, it's good. Now here, suppose I need the same logic for sell also. So I'll just tell it vice versa for sell side and enter it. Let it do the calculations and plot it for you. So basically here I can describe my strategy or your setup in plain English, time frame, structure, volume and confirmations or anything, and it will make you the exact same thing you want. Okay, so the logic of sell is also upgraded now, and you can see the sell here, right? Rightly executed. Sell here, rightly executed. And okay, sell here, okay, rightly executed. Okay, now the strategy is working well. And here if you want to add more things like trigger a buy only when it is above previous day's high or low, you can also do those things as well. For now we'll just make it like this. Save the strategy, ORB strategy, and just quickly run a backtest which will run on today's data. So here we have all the stocks that have been triggered by it today with the time and all, and you can also see the chart if you want to see. Now we save it. Once your logic is ready and the backtesting is done, it instantly creates a strategy in your workspace. And now the most important part comes. The strategy is now running in the live market. It is continuously monitoring price action, every candle, every cycle without manual refresh. And when your exact conditions are met, you get a signal with time, price, and the reason. So there's no guessing, no late entries, only clear execution is there. Also, the notifications whenever a new stock meets your strategy, we will be implementing something that will direct towards your phone, that is easy to access and available every time. So you focus on just waiting on your setup. The traditional scanners will tell you what matches now, but with this update, Tradify watches the market and tells you when your strategy becomes valid. This feature basically turns your trading idea into a live running strategy. If you are a setup based trader, this removes a lot of noise and manual effort. And moreover, traditional scanners like show you what matched in the past or at the moment. But trading is not about checking conditions only, right? You need to be customizable, and also it's mainly about waiting for your setup. So now with this update, Tradify doesn't ask you to keep scanning the market. It runs your strategy continuously and alerts you the moment it becomes valid. That's the difference between a scanner and a live strategy engine.